Today on Brier Rock Cemetery, we are doing an unboxing of the 8-foot Wicked Woods animated LED brewing witch. If you like what I do, like and subscribe. Alright, so this is the LED brewing witch. I really like witches and I really like reapers. Those are probably two of my favorite props to buy. This is kind of like an old school witch, kind of something that you'd see along the lines of like what you'd envision of witch being, but she's supposed to like stir the cauldron, so this would be a great addition to my haunt. Let's check it out. So here she is boxed up. I always like to take pictures of it boxed so I can kind of like get it back. So here's all the pieces. You have the cauldron, her hat, her arm, a few arm pieces, her chest, looks like the bubbles for the barrel, her head, which is really detailed. I kind of like the head. Let me just get a little closer look here. It's cool. And it's armature. Now, the one thing that I will say is that I hear a lot of people saying, oh, mine didn't come with a power adapter, oh, mine didn't come with pieces. You know, make sure you're checking like all the crevices, like the cardboard that it comes in. You know, sometimes they tuck the power adapter in like a tight spot like that, or even like underneath the base. You know, sometimes they'll throw some stuff in there to save space when they're boxing it. So always check everything. Like I have a random screw that was on the bottom right there, so I don't know if it's used for anything, but we'll see later. So step one, you're gonna connect this back piece to the base. Now there's a wing nut on the back, so it's probably gonna be a heavier prop. The next step that you're gonna do here is you're gonna attach this piece. People are familiar with the kind of the newer props like Frankenstein, even the pumpkin stacks. They have this kind of brace to brace it, and then you put those stupid cotter pin things through the hole. I don't know if you've ever worked with these, but these things are a pain in my ass. I usually just do a zip tie. I'll get a zip tie that's kind of smaller like this and then run it through, and then I just cut them at the end of the year for with side cutters. So now you run the clothes through. Now mind you, the larger pole is the back and the smaller, shorter is the front. This piece right here, you kind of have to put up here, attach it before you put it into the quick release pin, and there's a wing nut back here. The next step, you're going to pull the clothing up. You're going to feed the right and the left arm up through her fabric of her clothing. More cotter pins, and then you're going to attach this bottom pole here. Now you're going to attach the cauldron to that bottom piece. Now this is kind of a pain because you can kind of see it through here. It's easy to line it up when there's a little light in there. But the thing is, you got to get your hand all the way in here down to push that push button to get it to come in. And same thing when you take it apart. Just make sure that all these cords are out and you're good to the next step. The cauldron only has one connection at the bottom, right here. But if something goes wrong, just make sure and check all these cables in here because they all run to, I believe, that cable. So just make sure that those are all fastened and seated correctly. Now after you put the base on, you can attach her stirring stick inside here. There's like another place for you can go in, like a male and a female. And then what you're going to do is take her fabric. There's a couple Velcro strips on each side. And obviously you have more cotter pins. This one is kind of on the bottom here. So that one's kind of a necessity. So I'll put that one on for now. The last couple steps are attaching her head. There's another connection here. It's B3. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put this back spine piece on. And it's almost complete. So the last step is kind of fixing her up, Velcroing everything together. There's these M pieces that kind of hide her, you know, her armature They kind of slide on and they're kind of like taut. You just pull them up on each side. And now you just got to put the adapter in. So she has just a lights on only mode, which is this. Her eyes light up. Her cauldron kind of shifts around so it looks like it's bubbling. On the back here, we have a couple options. You have lights only. You have off step pad. You have a step pad input. You have a volume control. And you have your power adapter.
One step off the path and you'll immediately crumble to pieces. But don't fret. I'll gather what's left behind. Bones, nails, hair. It all simmers in my stew now. And say, you smell like you'd make a very tasty broth.
So let's see how many sayings she has.
Deep beneath the twisted roots, deeper than worms dare to crawl, lies a curse. It binds itself to all who wander these woods. And you, my child, have already been struck by it. But don't worry, I have the perfect antidote right here in my cauldron. Come now, climb in, and I promise you'll make a fine potion for me. Oh, perfect timing. Come closer, dearie. Just as the moon rises, I've perfected my brew. It smells just right. Care to try a sip? Oh, don't worry. No one's turned into a frog. Yet. But I can't promise that you won't grow a wart or two. Now, drink up. Bubbling brews in cauldrons deep. Secrets old that shadows keep. A pinch of dread, a drop of fear. A spell to bind whatever near. Twist the night and turn the day. With magic jar, I make my way. One sip, one curse, one whisper plea. Beware the power brewed by me.
You know, she's got a lot of sayings.
This old bone's been stirring stews for 50 years. Troll knuckles, banshee breath, a pinch of moonlight. But it's missing something fresh. Now, how do you feel about taking a little swim, huh? Just a quick dip.
So she has about 4 or 5 different sayings. So here's my review of this prop. A++++. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. First of all, she's an old school witch. I mean, this is kind of like when you think of a witch, you would think of her stirring a pot. I love the size of the cauldron. I might actually retire my other cauldron from Home Depot because this is just as dramatic. And I like the stand. I like how it's kind of like situated. Her sayings are awesome. Okay, I'm going to say for one thing that they're different, they're not corny, they're loud, and they're detailed. I mean, this is kind of like what you would expect a witch to say. You know, she's brewing stuff up, she's adding ingredients, blah, blah, blah. Perfect. This witch over last year's Nightshade Witch is a step up. I think it's a step up from the 2 witches. Those are another pair that I might get rid of. I love the detailing in this. I mean, she's fantastic. She's great. I mean, granted, she doesn't have like the 3-axis movement of Lethal Lily, but you really don't need that, you know? She's got so much going on here. And with people like making like cauldron creepers and stirring skeletons and all sorts of stuff, you don't have time for that? Get this, pick this up. I mean, it's great. I love it. So if you like what I do, guys, you know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.